Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadgurum. Om. Adorations to Lord Krishna, the preceptor of the universe, destroyer of the forces of darkness, bestower of immortality. Om Shri Krishnaya Namah. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 4, the Yoga of Wisdom. And presently, verse number is 40. Profound insight is being given into spiritual sadhana. Without sadhana, the soul continues led by karma. And karmic movement is helter-skelter movement. It's like rice cooking in a boiling pot. You see the rice coming up, says, oh, I've become the greatest. It goes down. Yeah, so ups and downs continue. If you are simply living your life without any artistic or without any profound insight. Profound insight has to come. Sadhana is a term. Through sadhana, which includes your practice of repetition of mantra, prayer, living your righteous conduct, practice of meditation, and all those highlighted points that you learn from scriptures. In the previous verse, some important points were given. An aspirant who has developed aspiration for spiritual attainment, for attaining the goal of life. There are two aspects of sadhana. One is called antaranga, what you do internally with your mind, etc. Another is called bahiranga, what you do externally. For example, what you did, you have come from outside. What city? Called bahiranga. Bahiranga is the first step, which means and the Gita has used the term, first thing, pranam. You offer adorations, you bow down. Second point, jigyasa. You have come for spiritual help. You are hungry, so you must talk about it. Don't hide it. But not abruptly. With perfect order. And next point, seva. Continue to follow, be good, do good mantra. Wherever you are, how can you utilize your energy in a way that is helping others and allowing you to be gooder than before. Yeah. And that's the beauty of seva term. Seva literally means service. the more you are able to do good to others. When you see you have relieved a person of his stress, or when you find that you have given a right direction that will help a person to be free from a big burden of troubles. And now, having done that, look into your heart. How do you feel? So, that's called seva. The more you are able to do, the Sanskrit word is paropakar, doing good to others. But doing good to others, simultaneously, you are doing good to yourself. But if your concept of doing good to others is by ignoring yourself, weakening yourself, then you have not understood. Then that type of goodness is called sakamya. It's very based on desire. You are doing it because you will receive a good gift on Christmas Day. You are expecting something. So that is not profound. That's dull-wit stage of virtue. And you are fooling yourself. So, remember the 3 points. Pranam, jigyasa, inquiring heart, and seva. Be good, do good. That's called bahiranga. That's the way your personality should involve in the world. But internally, shraddha, faith. Look into your heart. What do you do when you are shaken by adversities? What helps you? And a deeper understanding, God within. The whole, when you are born with faith. See, nobody introduced you to your mother. Look, this is your mother. Here is her ID. I'm joking. And you don't come with your ID either. Faith is inherent in every soul. But how powerful will be its revelation, that will depend upon how you are integrating yourself. If you have become integrated, always understand action, emotion, will and reason. When they become harmonized, and we use the term karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, jnana yoga. So be a yogi, people simply think go into headstand. Be a yogi is practice integral yoga. And yoga term is same as the term religion. Relegare. Legation. You are separated. Now get back to the legation. Join. Unite back. But disunited, get back to united state. No, United States, we are here. I'm talking about that's Shraddha. Next point is called Tatparta. Another word for that is Savadhan. Be always alert. Alert not with stress, but joy. So many wonderful things to see. But don't keep your mind closed and put a band-aid on it. There are so many opportunities in life. There are so many things to learn. And of course, we have the whole purpose of life to be fulfilled. So, every day you live your life, live with that being savadhan, kind of vigilant. Time to wake up, time to do your your japa, prayer, time to go for your walk, time to handle your daily duties, and how to put your daily activities in a way, putting ducks in a row, row your boat. That's called savadha, tatpar, alert. A tree is constantly alert, alive. Don't die in your mind. Be divine. And next point is samyam. Samyam is the whole project of controlling your mind and senses, manasa, vacha, karmana, controlling your actions, your speech, your mind, controlling in such a way that you bring out the divine, essential nature, the divinity within you begins to blossom and waft. Deep inside, deep within, the reality within is God Himself. Allow the divine to express through your personality. And in that, the whole process is a part of samyama. Coming to this 40th verse, Agyascha shraddhadhanascha sansayatma vinashyati nayam lokosti na paro na sukham sanshayatmana. But one who is ignorant, agya, agyan term is used for ignorance. And if you are overcome by ignorance, you are called agya. Or not. Gya, knowledge. Agya. So one who is agya, ignorant, ashraddhanascha, ashraddha means devoid of faith. Sanshayatma, overcome by doubt. Such a person perishes. Perish term is allegorical term, which means you are going downwards. You are going to go into the cycle of birth and death. And one life itself has given you a lot of lessons. If you learn them well, you say never to come back. You don't learn them well, oh, God, give me next life. Make me live near my enemy. So can I revenge others? I'm joking. but not joking at the same time. That's the way the crude world is. Human desires, etc., are so wild that no simile can exactly tell you. So these points, agya, being ignorant, being void of faith, and being overcome by doubts, these are the hurdles in your spiritual progress. And they are the source of all miseries. There is neither this world nor the other world. If you are coming under the sway of these 3 points, ignorance, void of faith, and you are filled with doubts, this world is not for you. You are just shaking constantly. You go through the whole life and nothing substantial have you gained. You might have written your biography. It may be a book, good book. It might have brought you even $1 million. But all that counts to nothing. So neither this world nor the other world. Other world again is the 2 types of other world. For general masses, when they do good karmas, the other world means they will go into heaven, celestial world, where they will meet all those people who had been dead, even their puppies and etc. That type of imagination is there. Heaven, Swarga, and every religion describes that heaven in their own language. With the description of roasted fowls fly, without you would have to roast it. So easy. And then you have another type of description. You will have Kshir Sagar, the whole ocean of milk, the best of milk. You like cream? Yes. And you will continue to enjoy it, because here on earth you have the problem with calories. There you have no body, you see. So you have no problem. It's intense pleasure. But even for attaining that level, you require good karmas. So if you are lacking these 3 points, Shraddha, faith, etc., even this world will not be a basis for giving you happiness, harmony, peace. And after death, you are not getting higher level. And you will, of course, get back to repeated embodiment. Those who are advanced, other world will mean attaining liberation, where this world is completely negated, apavarga. But that will not be possible if you don't have Shraddha, faith, and those points. Let me explain further. There are two aspects in your mind that are very important. Buddhi, intellect, that enables you to develop spiritual insight into what is true and what is just illusion. The discrimination becomes possible by purification of your intellect, intellect-based development. And then we have a next aspect, mind. Mind and intellect. Mind is this channel of bhavana, feeling, emotions. If you have simply emotion without emotion, you will live all activities. But behind all the activity people do, there is emotion behind that makes your activity simple. Can be rajasic, tamasic, sattvic. But that emotion makes a big change. So that's the role of bhavana, feeling. So buddhi and bhavana, they are always related, interdependent. But bhavana aspect is more highlighted in your personality. The first thing you react or experience is your feeling. And then you stir up to understand. Therefore, in sadhana, feeling must be given a good attention. And when you do japa, prayer, service of others in a spiritual way, your feeling begins to develop strength. And on that strength, behind that strength is shraddha, faith. Faith is more related to your feeling. Therefore, you can have profound faith. Your heart may have captured a higher reality, and intellect stays dumb like a baby. But you have to have patience with your baby. Feed your intellect and let it gradually consume what Shraddha has already swallowed up. Try to understand that Shraddha comes first. That makes you vigorously involved with where should I go, satsanga? Where should I go to attain purifying? What should I do? All that Shraddha allows you to do. And intellect goes on allowing you to understand that this world is Maya, Brahman alone is real, nothing exists. But without bhavana, feeling has not developed along with your faith, your understanding will be completely dry intellectualism. And it's simply a burden on you. Keep your Google out into your iPad, don't put it in your head. If you have dry intellect, you are constantly involved with knowing what's going on. And all that you collect have very little meaning. You have to also understand these blind faiths and absence of faith. Andhashraddha, blind faith. Blind faith has nothing to do with faith at all. It is a terrible sickness. It's a narrow-minded concept. You stay with a narrow-minded idea, thought, concept. And you are not shaken, even though there are many good people to guide you, to tell you what. That type, and if you interpret it as Shraddha, faith, that's the illustration you have in the world. All these terrorists, they are basically working in the name of God. And they are the most source of greatest trouble to humanity. So that's blind faith. Another stage is absence of faith. There are people who find themselves so well matched with the world, and they have so much fascinating ideas to go after. And then they hear the word, you have to think of your karmas. Think of what will happen after death. And that you can come back even after. Now the mind of such a person uses, how can you come back? This is the body, this is what you are. And why to go after all that karma business? I'm just trying to, but it is a hard time for me to describe a dull-witted person. I'm dull-witted myself in describing the dull-wit. Sanshaya bhavana, it is the most destructive of sentiments. Your bhavana, your good feeling, with many tender ideas and gracious understanding, a little doubt enters, then everything gets spoiled. You create a wonderful pudding, a lot of saffron, a lot of rose, a lot of this and that. And by the time you give the person one little worm, the role of sanshaya. Mind gripped by doubt. In the folk language in India, it's called Damadol Sthiti. Damadol. Damadol. You are sitting on something slippery. So your head is going that way, The other hand is doing that. If you're inwardly you are Dhamadol, you can't really attain anything. The doubting mind, the Dhamadol state of mind, obstructs the faith. Faith cannot shine. And obstructs knowledge, jnana. You cannot have deep understanding. So neither you enjoy Shraddha-based strength, and nor the ability of your intellect to progress. Both becomes obstructed by Sanshaya Bhavana. What normally in the West you hear doubting Thomas. And Indian people hearing Thomas, oh, doubting Thomas. The more Thomas, the more doubt. Now give you some more detail about bhavana. The negative bhavana, negative feeling has 3 stages. Sanshaya, doubting. Unable to hold on to what is good for you, what is right for you. You simply slip away. Because dvividha, always. Mind is shaking. What should I do this? Should I do that? Next is called asambhavana. Asambhavana, you have settled in your mind this understanding that all right, there is liberation, there is God realization is the goal. But people don't know how many karmas I have done. So all that is good, but I cannot attain this in this life. No mathematical insight can justify this. It is impossible for me. That's called asambhavana. Another type of bhavana is viparita bhavana. Viparit bhavana is, simple illustration is, you see in little darkness, not complete darkness, you see a rope and you mistake it for a snake. And you don't have any room for questioning and analyzing, is it what it is? You just take it for a snake. It's completely viparit. Rope is innocent. It can't hurt you. It will help you to tie up your purse. That rope becomes a snake, totally different. One bite and you are finished unless you are given immediate care. to give you further understanding, sanshaya bhavana, the doubting mind is treated by shravana, listening. When you go on listening in satsang to understand various points, then sanshaya gradually begins to diminish and you have a clear understanding. Who am I? What my purpose is? And all those points, just like when you study mathematics and you know that it's perfect. 2 plus 2 will be always 4, no matter where you go. There is no sanshaya. In artistic things, there is always sanshaya. You have presented the face of a person. Have you done exact good service to the lips? The artistic work cannot be given 100%. Never. Mathematical, even though you write the numbers in a turmoil, the teacher will give you 100%. So, all this I've talked about. Sanshaya bhavana, asambhavana, viparita bhavana. Sanshaya bhavana, listen. The sense of impossibility by reflecting upon what you are listening. Manana. And viparita bhavana, by allowing your intellect to be purified. Subtle insight. More detailed intellect has to become intuitional intellect. Intellect has that capacity. In the beginning, it's like a caterpillar. Looks good. Sometimes it glows also. It has multi-aspected feet. It's intellect. Intuition, this intellect becomes a larva and butterfly comes. Completely different. More profoundly, swan emerges. So it is sanshaya bhavana, you listen. Asambhavana, you reflect upon. Viparita bhavana, allow your reflection to become a profound samadhi movement that enables your intellect to turn into intuition. From caterpillar to butterfly, from crow to a swan. verse. Yoga sanyasta karmanam jnana sanchinna sanshayam atmavantam na karmani nibadnanti dhananjaya. O conqueror of wealth. Arjuna is addressed by Krishna and he is described as conqueror of wealth. But must realize that wealth refers to all divine qualities. And when those divine qualities you have developed in a profound way, then you have conquered them. If you have not developed them in a profound way, they're slippery. Then you have no mastery over them. You have not conquered them. In a spiritual movement, that victory has to come. You conquer divine, develop Daivi Sampats, divine virtues. And virtues that you develop, they stay unshaken. What a humor. But Hindi word, bhar terms is filling. A jar, you are filling it. Bhar. Chew, somewhere it's the hole. And it's gradually slipping out through the hole. So, if you have that virtue, you have not conquered it. If one attains renunciation by the practice of yoga, he dispels all doubts by wisdom and becomes established in the self. He is never bound by karmas. So first point was Arjuna is described conqueror of wealth. That's the quality to be developed by an aspirant. Lord Krishna says, if one attains renunciation by the practice of yoga, here the question that comes by Arjuna, that, O Krishna, since you always speak of the importance of sannyasa, renouncing all karmas, to be free of karma, adopt complete nishkarma, inaction, then why don't we just practice inaction instead of going through all the action? The simple point is, without performing swadharma, swadharma is your duty in daily life. First point you have to understand, action has to come under in certain order. Not all types of action can go on through your personality. If you are living, you are growing, you are organizing, you are integrating. Now, as you begin to do your duties well, yoga karmasu kaushalam, bring kaushal, skill in your thought, word and action. That's guided by satsanga, under spiritual guidance. Allow your personality to develop an integration. If you are not integrating your personality and simply focused on, I will keep my mind desireless. Many people have that idea. I receive in email. I went to a certain ashram and I'm so inspired to be desireless. So don't teach me anything more about duties to be done. No karma yoga. That's a complex situation. But you need to understand, If you don't do your duties well, you cannot be desireless. You think you are desireless, but it is dull with a state of mind. When you come to a slightest challenging situation, then you realize your desirelessness has kept you in a completely childish state. You have not grown up. You are not prepared for anything. How to face challenges. So just adopting inaction in your physical personality, at the same time, inaction is the goal. To be free of karma. But in order to reach that goal, focus on karma that is swadharma, not all abrupt actions, that which is matching up with your personality. And next point, that turn that swadharma into karma yoga. Focus more on the how your heart feels when you are doing your karma. And your heart is more important than what your karma is going to bring to you. That doesn't mean that you are removing karma and its fruit. They will be automatic, but your goal is not there. They will be there, and they will be best, more than you can imagine. But your focus is in your heart. Good-heartedness, again, put it in a simple way, is a magic key of prosperity and success in the world. But if success in the world, prosperity and money is your goal, then you don't have that real good-heartedness. Good-heartedness is directly experienced by you. Money, you have to spend it, eat it, then you can experience it. Again, reminding you with the mystic formula, karma plus vikarma becomes akarma. So start with your karma. Add into it vikarma. Vikarma means add a little devotion, japa, prayer, meditation, study of scriptures that allow you to develop vivek, understanding of what is perishable, what is imperishable, what is good and what is just apparently pleasant. Surrendering to God, developing divine qualities. All these terms have been explained by using the term yajna. Karma, when you study scriptures for developing devotion, it calls swadhyaya yajna. When you do japa, it's called japa yajna. Yajna is that term of sacrifice, meaning you are sacrificing your impurities. Your impurities are becoming the fuel, and you are allowing it to be sublimated. And anything that allows that sublimation to go on is a yajna. Anything that does it called vikarma. Karma plus vikarma. That's the beauty of life. Go on doing your duties, but have a special channel for spiritual spice. You spice up. Spice up your life. And that's what saras. Face your challenges, and you are properly set, you will face them sahaj. spontaneous. You don't carry stress, but to turn your stress into tapas, austerity. Know with the faith that it will pass away, even this will pass away. And when it passes away, you are going to shine brighter than before. So keep your eyes ready. So, sahaj, saras. At the same time, while you are working to grow in a spontaneous way, facing challenges should not spoil your delight. It should be delightful. If you are a person of adventure, any opportunity for doing something striking and amazing, you become much more inspired, much more vigorous. So karma blended with vikarma. Now what happens? You reach that state where you realize, I am not this body, I am not the mind, I am Satchidananda. Aham Brahmas. When Aham has reached to that level, all karmas are burnt up. So that type of insight of I am Brahman, once that insight has started, that's sannyasa. And you don't, in practice, your karma will not move away, but your attention, your understanding, you will do your karmas more precisely and more effectively and artistically than before. At the same time, what you are enjoying is internal, relaxed state. You are in the arms of God. Cozy. Mother has only 2 arms, yes. 1,000 arms. And with the goal, sanidhya, sayujya, you are joining with God. When you start doing something for meeting someone whom you love so much, then there is saras. Even though you are working hard, there is a rus in it. And when you come to a broader understanding, when God becomes your goal, and how loving is that goal, try to figure that out. But all this has to be awakened by satsanga and sadhana day by day. One day you hear it, it may impress. It's not gone in vain, it impresses your mind. Even early stage, satsanga sends a seed of immense power. So therefore the glory of satsanga is endless. And with this, we conclude. We are going very slow, but Om Triambakam Yamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukma Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamam Ritat Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kashchid Dukha Bhag Bhavet Om Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Narayana. Om Shri Krishnaya.